Ugh, let's put the light on. I guess I'd have to plug the light in first. Hey, YouTube, even from the bedroom here. Unprepared. Do that instead, quiet it up. What we have here is failure to communicate. No, what this is Schecter Diamond Series, and this is not made in Indonesia. No, it is crafted in Indonesia. Crafted in Indonesia. I really do have to put that light on because I don't think it does it justice. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. Woo, yeah. Hello. That'll wake you up in the morning. So this puppy, I just love guitars with this flute, they call it. If I'm right or if I'm wrong, leave a comment because I really don't know. I'm guessing. I think I heard someone call it a flute. I think it was a German guy with an accent, so I could be mispronouncing it. Standard tuners, and it is ebony. Yep, another one of my ebony fingerboard guitars. 24 fret ebony, medium jumbo nickel frets. So you could see that they need to be cleaned very soon. But yes, you have to have that 4-0 stainless steel wool pad and go up and down it, and then put a little bit of oil, just a little bit. But this is the satin finish. It's the race series. Man, I just forgot the name. I was gonna do, like the race car boom, it's called, and the name just escaped me. But I will leave it in the title and in the comments because I'm a schmuck. However, you've got these EMG battery operated pickups that for EMGs, for what they use in pickups for heavy rock / metal guitars, are too tony for me, almost like as if someone put aluminum foil in front of the amp. It's just got that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like my pickups thick, articulate, but warm. I want to hear every note. I don't want it to blend in or mesh into one another, where you can go like and it sounds like like you're just hitting the same thing with a pick with a drill on it. You know how was it Paul Gilbert did that? He put the 3 guitar picks on the end of the drill, and he was like, yeah, not a good idea. But it's a tiger maple veneer top on here. It's a set neck, but it's like sexy, man, when they do that on guitars, just to be able to get down in there and to grab that, and every shredder knows, to have that option is great. It's a Floyd Rose special, licensed Floyd Rose special, which in the grand scheme of things, they all basically do the same thing. So it's not like I gotta have a Floyd Rose original, $1,000 series or 1500 series. They pretty much all do the same thing. The only thing with the satin finish is that the more you rub on it or wipe it off, it tends to get that bit of a shine. So see, the back of the headstock was satin, like the back of the guitar. And there are some spots in the front you could see here, it's getting shiny from my hand going here. And the more you just rub in one spot, the gloss comes up. But it's not like it's leaving a fingerprint. So I guess it's not too bad. However, it's still pretty smooth back here. Nice smooth rounded frets on here. No snags, no sharpness, especially when you're coming down here. I've noticed on some guitars, you know, once it gets to where the body is, you know, they don't seem to care. But this one here, because the bottom fret is still obtainable from here, it's nice and smooth, but it's smooth up here as well. So that's good, because if you do come up here for whatever reason and grab a hold of that string to do something, you know, you might have a problem. You might have a situation. But the locking nut, and that's where the battery compartment is. The thing with these is that you can't leave the end of the jack plugged in. If you leave it plugged in and you have the knob off and you're not playing it, it's activating the battery. So as soon as you're not playing it, or you're done playing it, or you got to take a break, or you got to do something for a couple of minutes, you know, and you're still going to be playing something. But like if I'm going to go to my pedal, my loop pedal that I have, you know, different jam banks in there, I'll unplug it, because you know, you don't know what a couple of minutes, how much battery drain it's doing, especially on a 9-volt battery. So it's pretty simple the way it opens up. Boom, slides right in. You know, make sure on these that you do put the battery in, positive and negative. I went to watch a buddy of mine play, and you know, when I went there, I got there late. I had a gig that I had to do before. I also worked in the private sector doing security work. I've done everything from armed security to a perimeter of a building, to armed courier, to captain of an armored car out, to doing bodyguard work. And the gig I had that night, I was the bodyguard for Beth Hart. Beth Hart, if you're not familiar with her, she's a killer female singer that, if you take Janis Joplin, you put Beth Hart up here. In my opinion only, so Janis Joplin fans or lovers, you know, don't hate on me. However, she's played with Bonamassa. They did a couple albums. Might be some videos with them. She played with Beck, and she played with Beck and sung for President Obama at one time. So I was a bodyguard one night, and that's a story in itself. The curtain went on fire. Me and the roadie, that was like her road manager, that turned out to be her husband Scott, had to put the fire out, and we used these giant Evian water bottles. And he was a professional at it, because he's like throws me a bottle and shows me, just squeeze it. And we launched these water bottles about 20 feet, where the curtain went on fire, because I think one of the janitors, or that was cleaning the place, or responsible, pulled the curtain behind those giant tube lights, and the lights get really hot and set the curtain on fire. So we put that fire out, and now we have to pull the curtains out. Now I'm exposed to everybody in the audience. And Beth had a good time with it. She was goggling water at me. She was coming over and bending over and shaking her butt at me, and stuff like that. So the audience kind of saw what was going on there. And I don't like people to know, because I just dress in a suit, and for all intentional reasons, they might think I'm just a manager. But so the show went on late. Then they had the meet and greet, and you know, you're hanging out with them. And she had a Winnebago, and she had a puppy at the time. And she hands me the puppy, and we're talking, and the puppy is shitting all over my suit. So I get to my buddy's gig late, and it was also like a kind of high school reunion in my neighborhood at the same place, the same bar. And he's replacing the battery on his acoustic guitar. And you know, you're in a bar, so it's pretty dark, and the only lights you have are the stage lights, and those aren't like the one I just came from. Those are these little, you know, little outdoor patio lights that are colored that you screw in. And you know, he's like, hey, Rich, man. He says, I don't know what happened. I says, my next set is an acoustic set, and my guitar is done. It's dead. You know, can you take a look at it? So I take a look at it. I go right to the, you know, up here on the acoustic, they have it. You pull it open, and there's the battery compartment where the electronics are, and it's a slide-in battery like this one. That's why I'm bringing it up. So I'm looking around, and as I'm doing it, I go to remove the battery, and the battery's red hot. So I popped the battery out, and you couldn't even put it in your hand. That's how hot it was. A little 9-volt battery, go figure. And excuse me. And I looked, and he had put it in backwards. So instead of positive negative, it was negative positive. So long story short, well, not really. Let's make it even longer. He shorted out his electronics. Takamimi acoustic guitar, and it was like a $2,300 beautiful guitar, and he shorted out the electrics on it. So I pretty much told, and I showed him. I says, look, man, you put the battery in the wrong way. So reason why I brought that up is don't do that with this or any guitar, because a lot of them nowadays have a 9-volt if they're active pickups, and anything with EMGs is active pickups. Good thing is that they do put these little compartments in the back. A lot of times they used to put them under the pick guard or places you know you can't get to, or it would be a compartment in the back, and then you got to take screws out, and then it would have to be the little wire, and you would snap it on, just like a lot of the pedals, you know, little pedals that you get that still take a 9-volt. If it's just a slide in, make sure you put it in, you know, positive and negative, or else you're gonna, you know, you don't want to short the electronics on your guitar. And again, if you put that, if you said, oh, the battery's dying out, I'll put a new battery in, you know, and put the battery in and then put the guitar away and just figured, you know, wait till the next time. I don't know what would happen if that battery stayed in, you know, for like, you know, 24 hour, if it made it through 24 hours, you know, getting hot. I don't know what would happen. I really don't. I don't know if it would melt anything inside or cause more damage to your guitar. But so yeah, I did that little intro. If you know where that song came from, if you can name that tune, because the guy that played that song is a big car guy, and this is like a street legal hot rod, the way these stripes are. It's super cool, but and it's not that bad. Oh, I would probably say you're looking at 9 pounds, almost 9 pounds on here. But so yeah, these are you know, Schecter is again. Calm down, people. I was a big Ibanez fan. I started with Fender. I've always been a Strat guy, and then I went to Ibanez and Jackson and Chauvel, and going back and forth. And lately, you know, the guitars that Schecter are making are just killer guitars, and you know, equivalent to Ibanez, if not better quality than Ibanez, but without that Ibanez price tag. So keep that in mind. I think these side markers illuminate in the dark. I don't remember on this, but it's got the numbers that are Roman numeral numbers that look pretty cool. Again, if I put the light on too bright, you can't see it, but if I don't put it on, you can't see anything. So reverse headstock is pretty cool. It's not that bad for the weight, and standard volume and tone, and a 3-way, which is great because again, I said all I need is a 2-way, 1 and 2, or 1 and 2. Whoever wants to argue that in the comments can go right ahead. But the middle, and let me just give you a little sound check before I shut this thing off. That's the middle. That's the neck. That's the bridge. on the neck. And that's me using my fingernail kind of, without a pick. It's got some good high mids to it. It's just not that warm, fuzzy bass neck pickup. So I think these were, again, I'll leave it in the comments, modeled after the 60s, no, modeled after the 70s I think it was. Regardless, screwed right into the body, one screw on each, and they sound great. You could hear it. I love to have that chomping, you know, or does it chug? But I like to have it where each note is articulated. Each note is you know, it's clearer. It's just not, but you know, and it's got that bite to it. And again, I've got the tone on like yeah, it's between 7 and 8. So that's it for this one. I'll try to do one more before the day is out. So thanks for watching. Have a good day and a better tomorrow. Do you think I'll get this time? Nope. Nope. Nope.